Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Dawn of War 2 replay. So on the south side, as a Warp Spider Exarch, we have Theodosios. One as the Technomarine, we have Aniketos. Both of them have a Greek-sounding name. One as the Lord Inquisitor, we do have Sigma 8113, and as the Lord Commissar, we have I still don't know how to pronounce his name. Passange, I think, probably butchering it. Again, whose name I don't butcher. Warp Spider Exarch charging forward against good damage there on the Lord Commissar. Warp Spider not going to receive some melee hits there from Lord Commissar, tying him up. You got the Sergeant upgrade onto this Pure Guardsman. Going in early, because since the 2v2s tend to be a bit more explosive, sometimes literally. Lord Commissar is getting some good damage there in the Guardian squads, as with the Warp Spider being not being pursued, not being stomped on. The Sentinel does not have the stomp upgrade. Over here, you got the Technomarine being engaged by these various forces. Does get a stun shot there from the Lord Inquisitor, as Lord Inquisitor is trying to fight the Technomarine of melee, who's right inside that garrison. The Pure Guardsman will be overrunning the Apothecary's position. Over here, the Lord Commissar does fall back, so does the Guardian squad and the Warp Spider. Pure Guardsman and the Sentinel still could advance forward. There's a point here, one power generator. Pure Guardsman now seeing a bit of fire there. Lord Inquisitor is hugging that building, and now we've got some flamers here as well, trying to burn down this power point. No power flamethrower on this squad at the moment. And does take out that power point now, and has erected a Microsoft publisher file. You have the Sentinel receiving quite a bit of fire now. You got the Guardian squad and Warp Spider advancing forward, trying to engage these forces. Your Guardsman trying to repair up the Sentinel while in combat. Use Guardian squads advancing forward, focus firing on the Sentinel. Looks like does get some damage on the nearby Imperial Guardsman. Warp Spider Exarch has not been upgraded with any sort of upgrade. Scout squad does get some shots there on the retreating back Flamer squad. And Sentinels moving around to capture some various points. Guardian squads and Guardian weapon team advancing forward. Lord Commissar making it over to the right side of the map. No points over there at the moment. And the Sentinel has received quite a bit of fire there. There's actually a shield generator now, and got artillery spotter for the Lord Commissar. Guardian squad does fall back as well. Warp Spider does teleport away. And over here, you got the Technomarine receiving a bit of fire. You got Theodosios deploying out, suppressing down this Imperial Guardsman. The other one with the Flamer is advancing forward. The Sentinel here has not been upgraded with a Stomp, while the other one has. Generator operational. Lord Inquisitor, no upgrades. Does deploy that frag grenade there. Does still get knocked back, however. And interrupts the capture of the VP. Very nice. On the right side, Imperial Guardsman advanced forward, not focusing down the Warp Spider Exarch. No Flamer looks like at the moment. And no flare being built either. Lord Commissar being upgraded with the Compare Pace armor now, which gains some health regen, and reduce the cost of Inspire Courage. And now the Lord Inquisitor is going for her own artillery spotter. So both of them has gotten an artillery spotter out. The Warp Spider has one two Guardian weapon teams, while the Devastator Marines have been put up by the Technomarine. Flamer Imperial Guardsman seeing quite a bit of fire now. We may see the stun shot from the Lord Inquisitor, does avoid the range. And now here comes the artillery spotter now. It does get a stun shot there onto the Technomarine. Smoke round does connect, reducing these guys' max range. Artillery spotter receiving a bit of fire, and Stomp does stomp on those Imperial Technomarine squad. Over here, we've got the Imperial Guardsman transport. I think he may have executed one of the models, trying to flame down some of these power generators. Does get at least one. Warp Spider does fall back. Artillery spotter bringing in a mortar right here, knocking back that head weapons team. And we do got another Guardian squad falling back. Both Guardian weapons teams are here. There's on smoke there, but the other one is still not covered by the smoke. Generator operational. All these forces are falling on back. Over here, you have the Devastators now being smoked down, reducing their range, of course. And he's trying to capture the requisition point with his artillery spotter. Okay, so much needed repairs onto this Sentinel. And the heavy weapons team, guardian weapons team sitting on a stomp. There's a sneeze. Oh, looks like I dropped quite a bit of network frames. Sorry about that. Oh, here we got the Scout Squad and the Tactical Marine Squad. Good smoke there, smoking them out. Tactical Marine now receiving quite a bit of fire there, and now got the stun shot from the Lord Inquisitor, stunning him and forcing the withdrawal. Here, Guardsmen advance forward with the Flamers as well. It's good damage there. Devastator is pushing way forward. That may be a high explosive rocket missile or mortar there. Knocking around the Devastator, and those forcing back as well. Great engagement here by the Imperial Guardsmen, forcing back all these forces.
Secured a requisition point.
Other forces are advancing forward. You got this power node here. You receive a bit of fire. Power generator now receives some fire. One power generator does go down now. Another one goes down as well. Oh, here, we've got more flamers here, and he does execute one of his models to make these guys fire a bit faster. Some great damage there. Takes out another power generator, so it looks like Team Blue does lose a lot of power right now. He does get a good plasma grenade down the Flamer Imperial Guardsman, and he does take out all of these generators over here. Does got a full retreat knocked him out by this Imperial Guardsman. All generators have been destroyed out over here as well. Getting both players reactivating their points. So the blue team just lost all of their power generators. So it's going to be a massive blow. And we've got a second artillery spotter here. Okay. The Lord Commissar is now going for tier 2, while the Lord Inquisitor is going for a Manticore.
Support structure complete.
The Tech Marine and the War Spider both have gotten their tier 2.
Adding power generator. Adding power generator.
Stormtroopers is finding a good burst there onto the Tech Marine. They're currently unupgraded. He may just keep them unupgraded and bring out Meltaguns later on.
Generator operational. Generator operational. Fight on and drive the enemy back.
Artillery mortar there. Does force back the Guardian weapon team. And this Guardian here as well. I think Lord Commissar went for 2 artillery spotters just to get 2 sets of artillery to not force back these Guardian weapons team. Primarily just for a counter. Guardian squad does fall back there. Imperial Guardsman advancing forward, trying to get some good damage there onto the War Spider X-Shark, who's not been upgraded with anything just yet. Usually we see like head engaged Death Spinner and the ranged targeter one, but guess not. We now got the Razorback advancing forward with the support of a Devastator and Tactical Marine squad. Sentinels pushing way forward. We've got the Manticore now firing a barrage there. Meltaguns still connects well, taking out that not Manticore, not Rhino, Razorback? Okay, I'm just getting all the names mixed up, aren't I? All these forces do fall back. We've got the Scout Squad, not with only with a Sergeant, not with shotguns. Guardians getting some good damage there onto the Lord Commissar. He does have to upgrade the Stubbornness upgrade. A great stomp there on the Tech Marine, who's not been upgraded with anything just yet. Lord Commissar does fall back now. We've got these Stormtroopers getting suppressed by the heavy weapons team. These are Stormtroopers from the Lord Commissar, not from the Lord Inquisitor. So much needed repairs. We don't have any missile launcher upgrade on the Sentinel yet.
The enemy is claiming a victory point. Target incoming. Scouts ready.
Scouts advancing forward, getting some good damage there onto this Imperial Guardsman. Guardian Squad's also advancing forward as well. Looks like the Lord Inquisitor has been upgraded with the Inferno Pistol and now being upgraded with the Excruciators. Not sure what that one does. Manifold Barrage does nail the Devastators, but does not wipe it out, but barely. We do now have the Storm Eagle upgrade. Grants the Storm Eagle ability, which fires Storm Eagle rockets in quick succession in the target area. Each one does up to 180 Manticore rocket damage.
Adding support structure.
Let's see. Excruciators. Grants the Sail ability, which mobilize, suppresses, and damage a target over time, dealing 12.5 piercing damage every second. It is a channeling ability, and unit retreats take 40% less damage. Also increases the health regen. Great grenades there onto the Imperial Guardsmen as well as the Stormtroopers. Very nice. You have now the Lord of Commodore advancing forward. Got melta guns engaging the Guardian of the plasma or frag grenade from the Scout Squad, forcing back the Stormtrooper. Lord Commodore is still trying to engage. Doesn't have any stubbornness at the moment to get extra health and regen. We've got more Imperial Guardsmen to pull it out. I wonder if that affects his Imperial Guardsmen affects the Lord of Commodore. Great cast right there. Librarian has been pulled out. Got a Manticore Barrage there, forcing back the Devastator once again. And it looks like the Imperial Guardsmen do fall back, so we got the Ultra Storm out of the bottom field, and the Lord Inquisitor does fall back as well.
The chapter calls and we answer. Weapon upgrade complete.
We do have now Tier 3 being researched by the Lord Inquisitor.
Press on to victory, Space Marines.
And over here, do have the Archtarch now receiving some fire there from the Sentinel and from the Artillery Spotter. Guardian Weapon Team advancing forward. And it looks like the Artillery Spotter will full withdrawal there. We got some anti-vehicle melee weapons for the Warfighter. It's also going to upgrade the anti-grav grenade.
We're losing a power node.
Doesn't get the Manticore there, and the Imperial Guardsman can take time to repair it up. One power generator does go down. Another one's receiving quite a bit of fire as well. Over here, we got a relatively big assault there. We got the Stormtroopers and Artillery Spotters advancing forward. And we got a forward tree coming out right there as well. Try to go through there's that Cruciators, or the Avail ability? I forget what exactly it's called. Big cast there. The Assail. Manticore Barrage hitting the Guardian's Weapon Team. First one does get some good damage there. Very nice. The Imperial Guardsman does get force these guys back here, but you got a nice jump there by the Archtarch. Warfighter does teleport forward. Try and get some damage on it, but may get focused down quite a bit there. Sentinel or Lord Inquisitor does get a stun shot there onto the sergeant of the Tactical Marine Squad. Devastator sitting on up, trying to get some good damage on him. No sail ability. Got our Artillery Spotter being knocking back that Devastator. Inquisitor Stormtroopers or Stormtroopers gains some great damage there. Devastator has the Librarian effect there. Smoke round does come forward as well. Devastator does find a good hit there onto a Stormtrooper. May see the suppression ability there onto the Devastator. Guardian Squad makes forward. Does see some fire there from the Stormtroopers. Plasma grenade thrown, forcing back the Artillery Spotter. And a smoke round does come down. Librarian makes his way forward. Great cast there. We got the Warfighter tying up the Stormtroopers up in melee. More columns are trying to deal with that. Warfighter XR. Warfighter XR may go down. We've got some good hits there by the Lord of Commodore, but it does manage to sneak on out of there. Got the Librarian as well. Gets a great special attack there onto the Lord of Commodore. And thanks to the stubbornness, he's able to get some great health regen.
An ally has secured a requisition point.
Commissar falls on back. Lord Commissar falls back as well.
Points.
The task unfinished is a prayer.
Scout Squad falls back as well. I got another mortar raining on it. Gets good smoke there. Big weapon team advancing forward. Devastator sitting on up as well. Another artillery's mortar raining on it. This artillery spotter will need to fall back and may go down. 21 health. Does get a nice knockback there from his other buddy, knocking back them, preventing that Guardian Squad from taking out that artillery spotter. But one of the Sentinels do go down. The Guardian Squad and the War Spotters advancing forward. Got 2 artillery spotters in this region. They're going to get overran. Stormtroopers trying to fire away, get some good damage on in, but it's falling back now. War Spotters still moving around. We got a flare deployed out by the Lord Commissar ability. He does get the assail ability now. Got the force wave, knocking back all these guys, including his teammates Warp Spider. Good damage there on the Librarian. Manticore Barrage does rain on in, gains some damage when the BP captured up. Red is behind the tickets by a small margin, but that margin is decreasing. Lord Commissar is going to capture that point. We got now the Sentinel Squad advancing forward, and now we do have a Bane Blade being put out by the Lord Inquisitor. And the Lord Commissar is going for another super unit himself. Not sure which one. Good damage there onto the Seer Council, and the assail ability is just doing some good work. Guardian Squad advancing forward. Got the head weapons team firing away. Something being called in there by the Tech Marine. It is Force Terminators. At this point in time, Cyclone missiles or lightning bolts probably be pretty good. Or Assault Cannon Heavy Flamer wouldn't be that bad either. There's a lot of good targets. All the upgrades is probably good for him. Good Manticore Barrage there, forcing back those squads. Just get a nice stun there onto the Librarian. Lord Commissar needs to fall back. We're seeing quite a bit of fire now. The assail ability should be very, very effective versus those Terminators. They can't retreat away, can't teleport away while that ability is active. And now we do got the Bane Blade deployed on the field. War Spider Extract does go down. That may be the assail ability right there. Or the Judgment ability. Artillery Flare does get thrown out by the Lord Commissar's red points. And how the Lord Inquisitor is being upgraded in Crystal Mandate, giving her 7 seconds and a permanent invulnerability. Lord Commissar is being recovered, and if he has enough buddies nearby, he doesn't have to retreat back because he has really good health regen because he's stubborn like that. Got the Demolisher Cannon now firing, gets a direct hit there onto the last can Devastator. Bright Lance now set on up as well. Beyblades receiving quite a bit of fire. Manticore Rocket Barrage raining on in, gets a direct hit there onto the Bright Lance. And misses the Devastator. No, does wipe out the Devastator. Lord Inquisitor does fall back, does activate the vulnerability right there. Lord Commissar has activated his shield generator. And now we've got the Inquisitor Stormtroopers advancing forward. Smoke round does come down on top of the Tactical Marine Squad. Scout Squad sees a bit of fire there, throws out a frag grenade there, and Stormtroopers do avoid it entirely. Imperial Guardsman gets some good damage on in there. Tech Marine may go down. Tech Marine looks like it was not upgraded entirely at all. I'll start turning forward. Maybe they're time for get a fusion gun. Artillery spotter does get fully wiped there. Only one artillery spotter remains for the Lord Commissar. Now I've got Seer Council getting some big hits there onto the Manticore and does get assailed right there. That was fully withdrawn now. Looks like the Bane Blade has been fully repaired as well. On the right side of the map, looks like some Stormtroopers do get overrun by the Guardian squads.
The Codex Rex Astartes guides us to victory. The enemy is capturing one of
One
our
of them starting to
strategic
speak
points.
foreign. We do got the Bright Lance not falling back. Got some good damage there onto the Imperial Guardsman. Heavy Terminators are getting some damage, range damage there onto the Storm Crossguard. No upgrade on Terminator whatsoever. Grenade does miss the melted guns. Over here, got the Sentinel Fates forward, and now we've got a Bane Blade. Support out with the Bane Blade. With multiple Bane Blades on the field, that's going to be a lot of heavy armor. One that should get a repair bunker to repair them both up. Terminators do fall back. Bright Lance trying to advance forward. We probably need a bit more than the current AT. The Devastator is, of course, down. Both of these Guardian Weapons team needs to be upgraded for Bright Lances. Stomp. And a Sentinel may actually go down there. I think it's maybe just trying to throw it away. The Guard Squad does fall back. Stormtrooper capturing the points, and the Sentinel does go down. Seer Council advancing forward. There may have been the Demolisher Cannon right there. Fire Lance advancing forward. Demolisher Cannon fires, gets a crit hit there in the Guardian Weapon team. Almost gets wiped out there. Guardian Weapon team trying to make their way forward. Does receive a frag grenade there by the Stormtroopers as they get one of the models gunned down. Rear Guardsmen are advancing forward as well. And now we do have an Avatar War being pulled out by the Warp Spider. Guardian Squad does fall back now. Aniketos Barrage raining on in. Does miss the Scout Squad. And the Tactical Squad will fall back entirely. Librarian does fall back there, receiving quite a bit of fire. Terminator Squad advances forward, does find some damage there. The Assail ability should be very effective versus them, though there's so many energy abilities are so good for the Lord of Quizzers, she doesn't have enough energy for her. We now have the last cannon Predator, very nice. We've got another Demolisher cannon there, trying to move this stuff, as well as the Manticore Barrage, a little bit overkill. Good damage onto those forces. He does need a fast focus down that Predator tank there. Smoke Mortar does rain on in. And the Bane Blade is just still has plenty of health remaining. Got a Bane Blade. Not Bane Blade, a Predator Demon Rust being pulled out to support out the Bane Blades. Demolisher Cannon firing. Does get small splash damage there. Most of them Ultra. We've got the Avatar War now on the field. There's a lot of support here. The Avatar War can get completely focused down by these Bane Blades. Going for the nuke. Gets a great hit there on the Imperial Guard Squad. Almost wiping it out entirely. Red does have a superior number of VPs at the moment. Almost up by 50%. Or 100%, depending on who you're looking at. Demolisher Cannon right there wouldn't be half bad. Notice Bomb does connect there. Demolisher Cannon fires. And there goes that Guardian Squad. Do a follow-up shot. Eldritch Storm being cast on the Bane Blades. And we've got another Melter Bomb right there as well. We've got a Valkyrie run as well. Hitting this force entirely, but missing mostly the Predator tank. Eldritch Storm did not do much damage to the Bane Blade. Avatar War does go down. And I think blue team's out of the game. There's way too much Bane Blade here. Hitting Cartridge Squad being deployed out. They also have... Oh, what is a yellow flare? I'm not sure what a yellow flare is. Looks like the Architect is falling back. The upgrade battle equipment now. Predator tank trying to deal with these Beyblades. Beyblades focus on that Predator tank. Got the Demolition Cannons now raining in on these forces, trying to decapture this point, but getting knocked back. Force away from the cast there, knocking back the Lord Inquisitor, and the VP does get decaptured there. Now have supporting Team Rust with a Victor for Cannon. Very nice. And even the Manticore Space 4 does get some good damage there onto the Seer Council, who are trying to slice apart the Manticore. And that Seer Council may get wiped out. Demolition Cannon firing, it gets annihilated there. It looks like both players are casting the GGs.
The enemy has won this day.
This is Great saying thanks for watching, and on to next replay.